Y'all, so today I want to talk about why your return could get held up. So we know that next week people who filed the earned income tax credit and the additional child tax credit will be able to start receiving dates because the PATH Act will be lifted. But a lot of people might get flagged by the IRS, and refund might be held a little longer than the normal 8 to 21 days. So I want to give y'all some of the reasons your refund or return could get flagged. One of the reasons your refund or return can get flagged is because ID verification. Now, if you get flagged for ID verification, it does not mean that something is wrong with your tax return. What that means is that the IRS wants to make sure that you are the person that is filing this tax return. And so you will have to, one, they'll send you a letter. You will have to put the code of that letter online, and you will have to answer some questions and do some other things to verify yourself to make until the IRS release your tax return. Now, mind you, you might not have ever got flagged for ID verification before, but the IRS do select a lot of people during tax season to do ID verification. And again, it does not mean that something's wrong with your return. It just means that you need to verify your identity. The state do that as well. Now, the second reason that your return can get flagged is you might have to verify the dependents on your tax return. So when your return get flagged for that, you will have to provide information based off the credits that you have in reference to that. One, those kids live with you for over 6 months out the year. Depending on what filing status you filed, you will have to identify, like if you file head of household, you will have to show that that dependent stayed with you over 6 months out the year. And you will have to provide documentation that shows the relationship to you and that dependent. Okay, the third reason that your ID your return or refund can get selected is for wage verification. So the IRS, they make sure employers turn in W-2s, 1099s by January 31st. That's really the reason why the PATH Act came in, so that the IRS is not releasing a whole lot of money for people who's reporting or underreporting certain type of income. So if you get selected for wage verification, it means that one, your wages on your federal taxes might be too high. You might get selected for wage verification because you don't have all your wage documents on your tax return. Or you can get selected for wage verification because your income is not matching what they have in their computer. Now, there's other reasons that the IRS can select you for your return and refund to be held, but these are the three most common reasons why they hold your actual tax return. Now, I'm going to tell you this too. The IRS do randomly flag people tax returns, and nothing's absolutely wrong with the tax return. When you call them, they'll tell you that you're in the errors department and they have to do a manual look at your tax return. I have seen a lot of people that have no kids on their tax returns. They just a W-2, and that's all they have on their return, and they have got selected flags for errors, and they have absolutely no errors on their tax return. Now, if you get selected for that, you do have to wait until they manually review your tax return before it's released. So, just be prepared. If you get selected for something, there's not always a reason why you got selected. The IRS system do several things to flag people tax returns. So you just need to make sure that you're looking out for a letter. Make sure you respond to the letter in a timely manner, and then hopefully your refund will be released. For more tax tips, follow me at Xpert Tax Service.